You have just brought your hero down to their lowest low, and they have now been reborn into a better, stronger version of themselves. Now, you can reward them for that. In this video, we're going to talk about the 9th stage of the hero's journey, called the reward, or seizing the sword. During the ordeal, your hero has already gone through the fake climax of your story. They have fought the villain and lost dramatically because they were missing some sort of key element of their character or in the plot in general. The thing that they are missing is the reason that they lost that battle, and during the reward, you can give it to them. Well, not like conveniently give it to them, but your hero can find it or gain it or earn it in some way. This reward can take many forms. Sometimes the reward is knowledge, sometimes it's information, sometimes it's insight or understanding, other times it's actually a literal object that they need. Sometimes it's reconciliation with another character who they hadn't been speaking to. Sometimes it's a new ability that they need to defeat the villain. Your hero gains their reward based on things that they have done previously in the story. But even though you as the author are rewarding your hero, this reward has to come about because of things that your hero has done already in the story, not just because you as the author are making it really convenient that they're getting their reward. One example of this would be, say, if you were writing a story about a boy who was trying to find a hidden treasure somewhere in his town. He learned about this pile of gold that had been hidden somewhere in the town, and he has all of these old maps, and he's trying to figure out and piece together where this gold could be hidden. The ordeal happened when he thought that he found the treasure and he raced in to get the gold, but maybe he met the antagonist there, and the antagonist had outsmarted him and manages to get most of the gold out of there before the hero does. The hero is very defeated, he's really upset, but he picks himself up during the rebirth stage. Then your hero can get the reward, which maybe is information about where the villain brought that gold so that your hero can go and try to get the gold a second time. He has now a second chance. So in this case, his reward would come in the form of information. In Moana, the reward occurs when Moana swims down into the ocean, grabs the heart of Te Fiti, and holds it up above her head. She's rewarded by being able, first of all, to get to the bottom of the ocean because she's out in the middle of the ocean and can swim all the way down, grab the heart of Te Fiti, and swim back up like nothing happened. That's kind of a reward. But she's also rewarded because now she has the heart of Te Fiti again. She didn't lose it. And she now has regained her confidence and can go restore it and defeat the villain for real this time. This plot point is also called seizing the sword because the sword is another word for this reward that your hero gets, and Moana very literally seizes the sword, if the sword were the heart of Te Fiti, and like holds it above her head like she is seizing an actual sword. So what do you as a writer have to do in order to write this plot point well? You have to figure out what that missing piece is and why your hero lost the first attempt to defeat the villain. There has to be some sort of reason that they lost that first conflict, that they change and now can defeat the villain for real. There is a missing piece to their conflict with the villain, and the reward has to be that missing piece that they get, through their rebirth and the reward. Those two kind of go in tandem. That needs to be together what the hero needs in order to defeat the villain. So without your reward and without the hero's rebirth, your hero is incapable of defeating the villain. So you have to think about your character and who your character is and how they have grown so far in the story. You have to think about your villain and what it really takes to defeat that villain. You have to think about your conflict and climax and how you've designed it and how you can design it to fall apart without a crucial element. In Moana, that crucial element was Moana's inner belief in herself. She didn't believe that she was capable of fighting Te Kā and restoring the heart of Te Fiti on her own. But as soon as she realized that she can do it by herself and she didn't rely so much on Maui, she was able to go through with it by herself. And Maui obviously helped, but ultimately they were victorious their second time around. You also don't want to make things too convenient for your hero. You don't want to have them be reborn and have gone through this whole big transformation and then all of a sudden have like a rock move revealing a potion behind a door when that rock could have moved during the ordeal when they really needed that potion just for some random reason. There has to be a reason that your hero has not been rewarded until right now. So either when they're reborn, they have some kind of insight or understanding that allows them to access the reward, or there has to be some cause and effect that allows them to get that reward now. And lastly, you have to make sure that your hero cannot actually get this reward unless they have already been reborn. This reward is dependent on the rebirth. Maybe during your story you have a hero who is absolutely terrified of snakes, and throughout the entire story they're really scared of snakes, and during the rebirth they realize that maybe the snakes are not as scary as the villain is, and the snakes are not what should be feared, and so they can overcome their fear of snakes to get the reward, which is hidden underneath, like in a vat or full of snakes. Your hero would have never gone into the snake vat before they were reborn, but now that they're a new version of themselves, they'll just dive right in. If you make things too convenient for your hero, it's lazy writing. So make sure everything is reliant on cause and effect, and that you have a reason why your hero is only getting rewarded now, and that reward is the reason that your hero is can defeat the villain. So that's it for this video on the 9th stage of the hero's journey, the reward. This video is part of my 12-part video series on the hero's journey. If you are just finding this video first and haven't watched the previous videos, make sure to go back and start with video 1. All of the videos are included in the same playlist. Are you writing a story based on the hero's journey? If so, let me know. I love hearing from you and hearing about the different stories that you're working on. If you liked this video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss when I post the next video in this series. My name is Claire Fraze, and I am the award-winning young adult author of the They Stay series. I make videos sharing the actionable writing tips that helped me make my own writing better in the hopes that they may also help you. I hope you have a fantastic week, and as always, happy writing.